be touched and I can't be schemed.
Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Good. 180. Hey, watch the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And he'll find Hall. He's at the 50, 30, 10. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Robert Foster, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. They'll throw on 2nd down as Stick. Going underneath for Gordon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense,
now Gordon on 1st down. Roquan Smith, fresh off a solid rookie campaign, in on the tackle for Chicago.
they tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Stick. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the 1st. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Gordon. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 39. What a great surprise Austin Eckler has turned out to be. That's the kid that was undrafted out of Western State, signed with the Chargers in 2017, and then last season, 554 yards at 5.2 yards per carry, and then he was also effective catching the football. 39 receptions, over 400 yards there. A great compliment to Melvin Gordon. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense, I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Hey, 18. Check. Crunch. Alert 3. Check.
They'll run with a 3rd-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, it's Stick. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And a loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
At the 16-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm coming for you. Move. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Alert. Shoot. Check. Move.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On 3rd down, Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
Now, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's Stick looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
Oh, look at the juke. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Khalil Mack racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stick, and his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Stick from the gun. He'll get this to Eckler. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Khalil Mack, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Stick back to pass, and this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Bravo! 42! Let's go one more!
To try again after the sack. Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. On 1st down, it's Gordon, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun throw for Stick. Rolling to his left. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Stick looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Hey, here we go. Switch. Pick the edge. Come. Move. Check 25. Watch out. Hey, 18.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he'll get this back. To the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A toss play, Gordon. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
Hey, Haywood.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And that's caught by Smith. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
Big stop. Alert. 49, guys. Mike. Hey, Charlie. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Now Trubisky on first down. He's got Smith here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's stop.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
That catch good for 5. It's third down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The Charger drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 39 yards there, a big one. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. That throw into the arms of Allen.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Out to his left. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Go, go.
First down, Chargers.
Stick looking to throw on first and 10. Caught by Allen. A good pickup there, 21 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
On the move to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Nine, 380.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
At the Bears' 2-yard line.
One receiver left, that's Allen. Back at the 2 now, here's second and goal. Now Stick. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers have taken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
All day, every day.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. First and 10, Stick. He's going to loft one deep left side. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it and picked up by the Chargers. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around. And we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Set. 60-or.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Leonard Floyd. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position. Now facing 3rd down. Going to throw deep. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Quick throw going to be caught by Foster. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Going deep this time for Miller. That's caught inside the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Trubisky to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Melvin Ingram able to record his 5th sack of the season. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And he'll find Hall. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Trubisky will throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. I'm scared. Hey, wahoo. 49 to Mike. You don't want this.
Now it's Trubisky. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
Hey, orbit. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Here we go.
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet, at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Gordon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Go now. 10-2 stop.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on, set. 30 base. Tight right. Shoot.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, it's Stick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
The Bears on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Got an open man. It's Foster. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On 1st down, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Good job. That was a great play. Good job. Mark, 180. 49. All day, just like that. Just like that.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the End zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Stick looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd able to record his 5th sack of the season. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Go on. Check. Out. Watch twist. Get it.
Here's Stick looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
It has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Roll out. Check 26. Check. You got tight.
Here's Stick, third and long. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. No man win.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Second down.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Check 4. 22 jet bomber.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 8 yards to move him into a 3rd and 13 here.
And it brings up third down.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Stick back to pass. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
First down. First down to the 47-yard line.
Now it's Trubisky. And he's going to have the connection to Foster.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Strong right. 4 down. Check.
Trubisky to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Casey Hayward, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Gordon. Space to maneuver at the 40. And the cutback to the sideline. And down to the 27-yard line. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I think they might have something in this young rookie quarterback because he certainly looked the part.
I have to ask you a question. Are you thinking similar to what I'm thinking? That these rookie quarterbacks, they come